been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Go and tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly. David trying to...
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here at Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Williams now on the return.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And a glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Rolling to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, they'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
15. 1st down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Quincy Wilson with the INT. Well, it's not every day you see a defense pick the ball off and already have 6 points without moving.
And on that play, no distance to run. Similar play, although it didn't happen right in the end zone. But you remember that Washington-Los Angeles Super Bowl where Joe Theismann tried to throw the screen pass?
Number?
I can't remember the number, but he tried to throw the screen pass, and Jack Squire got it with no one around and just waltzed in and pretty much broke their backs. That's a similar play, although this one didn't have to run at all.
Here we go. Stats guy Johnny on the spot. Super Bowl 1838 tonight. It was in Tampa.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
He'll buy some time right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Allen from the gun on third down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Chris Jones on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
3rd down and 8.
53, check 53. Focus, defense, focus.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
44, Mike, 44. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. Middle.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
It's 4th down.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Monday. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. I'm coming.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out, and the Bills have retaken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 41, Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Mike Bobo. Ricky. Back. That's him. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. You ain't going nowhere. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. You. 44. Mike. 44. Half. Yo. Bobo's the mic. Mike's Bobo. Come on, the ball.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Under 10. Hey, Mike 52. It's our field.
A final shot before half for Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
Number 26.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Bills 14. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Buffalo Bills
On first down, Pollard. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Trenton Cannon, 59 yards. And the Bills have once again taken the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tyreek Hill on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
To Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's a gain of a yard.
And again, it's Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and
10. Working from the gun, Mahomes dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go right back to Singletary. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. 49, check 49, check 49. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, check 24, watch 24.
First down, and it's Pollard again. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Pollard.
At the 42-yard line.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
4 yards. That's another Bills.
They'll run. This is Cannon. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
On the return, Williams. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. Mahomes to throw once more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Williams to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrongs. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And a frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, what's the ball? Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
It's our time. It's our time. Wall, get wall. Joker. 5 wide. Alert. 53's the mark. 53, check 53. Okay, double up.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
Turnover on downs.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. So Allen's going to look to throw. Flush to his right. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Chiefs. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They got 29 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
11-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick.
Mahomes pass. Intercepted. Sets up a first down and goal at the 8-yard line.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. So after the INT, it's Allen. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Williams now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And Charles, if you're